The Great Blackson report here with Dom Rogan, Max Griffin versus Michael Morales. Everybody knows, shout out to Max Griffin, my boy for many, many years, Sacramento, West Coast, California, you feel me? So I was rooting for him. But gotta do this breakdown the way I see it. And you know, a lot of people feel like Morales is this big prospect. He was way better than Griffin. Once again, with the eyes of the Sharingan, Greg Blackson didn't see it that way. When I see Morales, his height was a strength. His jab was a strength, sort of, because he brings his hand down to his nipple. So it was just a matter of Max not capitalizing on that. And I feel like Max lost not because the guy was better, but he played the game wrong this time. The guy had a strong jab, but defensively not sound. He had a good 1-2, but defensively not sound because the right hand would go down to his nipple. So, and then his unpredictability was a strength, but also a weakness. He had his Superman punch with the right hand, his feint jump knee with the right knee, his jump knee with the right knee to enter a barrage and go back in. So even his unpredictability became predictable, and even his height became a weakness if you play the game right. As you know, boxing 101, when somebody is taller, the outside is their strength. The inside is their weakness. Max fought from the outside. That's why you see Morales hitting that jab, that 1-2, or that long Superman punch, and it hit Max a lot because Max stayed on the outside. I felt like Max have the superior cardio. He's known for that, and he didn't. Even with not playing the game right, the guy got tired. What Max needed to do was press forward, be passive aggressive, because you do have to be careful getting to the inside. You know what I mean? Punching before the person, or moving the head and punching after the person. If you look, when Max went first, he landed with success. When he moved his head and worked his way on the inside and went second, he had success. Problem is, he never did it enough. He waited on the outside and allowed the guy to start to find his range in the first round, but I felt like Max edged it out. And then in the second round, you see it was his worst round because the guy found his range. That came from standing in one place, letting the guy think and measure for too long. Some people measure with their hands, some with their feet, some with their eyes. This guy seemed to measure with his eyes, got his range, and started tagging him up in the second round. And that's not to credit to the guy. Is because Max gave him the opportunity to do that by waiting too long to see what the guy would do. If Max would have used this cardio, been passive aggressive, go first, that cardio deficiency you saw in the guy in the third round starting to get tired and using his energy inefficiently would have played out much, much sooner, which would have been a bigger advantage to Max and his strength of being known for cardio. And generally, one of his strengths is footwork. I'm not sure why he was so deer in the headlights this time and in one place. You never know what's going on watching objectively in the fight, but it was very strange to see him that stationary for the first time ever. And another thing, he seemed to be able to control the guy for the most part until the third round against the cage. And when the guy would literally leap in to burst, Max would answer fire with fire, which being brawling is a style that didn't work out for him. I feel like he should have done the whole time what he did in the third round, which was a reactionary shot. You know, his instincts was to fight back, but a reactionary shot, change levels, body lock. It don't even have to be a full takedown when the guy tried to brawl him. And you see he got around to the back and some control there, and it would have controlled the guy. And as I once told my students, a takedown don't always got to be a takedown. You can lean on a person and wear on a person and go for the takedowns at the right time. And I felt that these tactics would have led him to win in the fight. So I'm not quite sold on Morales yet. Too many holes and stuff like that. I felt like the fight just got away from Max this time, and he lost due to tactics, and the guy won because Max didn't pick the right tactics, not because he's a better mixed martial artist than Max. So, you know, never know what goes on in camp. Hope to see my boy Max back at it. Want to see Morales against somebody else and see how it turns out. And that's the Greg Blackson report.